All right, folks, welcome back out to CarSheild Field for Game 2 of today's G.A.C. North Classic. We've got out here on the field the St. Charles West Warriors taking on the Orchard Farm Eagles. We got a special guest in the house. You got to kick that mic on. I'm going to let my dog Mitch here introduce him and bring him into the show.
All right, I'm excited about this one because I like hanging out with this young man. I get to spend all winter with him because he's in our organization. So without further ado, young man, will you introduce yourself to everybody out there?
My name is Roman Fisher, and I play baseball. I play first base.
I like that. Who do you play for, Roman?
I play for USA Prime.
Sweet. Who's your coach?
My dad, Matt Fisher.
Very good. So do you like playing for your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? So tell me, what do you think, why do you play baseball?
I play it for the team that I'm playing with.
I like that. You have fun playing ball?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You want to play high school baseball like your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's cool. So what do you think it takes to become a really good high school baseball player?
It takes a competitive player that is focused, and he is always on topic.
Dang, Mitch,
Hey.
where'd you find this? I love this kid. I want to coach him.
You know what it is that his dad's from Rittner.
His dad's a Rittner guy?
Yeah, and that's where he gets that from. Not really, but that answer actually impressed me.
Yeah, that's a great
That's
answer.
it. Roman, are you 10 or are you 9 or 10?
I'm 10.
Okay, I don't remember if you just turned 10 or not.
I think that's
It
tremendous.
was last year.
Okay, I'm way off. Thanks for reminding me. Remember when I told you kids don't lie?
No. Well,
the kid for like 3 years now, he's like, thanks for remembering.
Roman, have you played in a tournament or a league yet?
Yeah, so last week we just had a tournament, and now this weekend we're going to get to go on an out-of-town baseball tournament.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Where are you guys going?
We're going to Columbia.
I like it. Columbia, Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Tell everybody what you're going to get a chance to do in Columbia outside of playing. I hope you know.
Well, if he does,
if not, I'm
that's
spilling
okay.
the beans.
Well,
Aren't you going to catch a baseball game there, aren't you?
Oh, you going to see Mizzou play?
Wait, you talking about?
That's all right. Hey, Roman, we appreciate you taking the time coming on. I really enjoyed listening to him. We got to get to our starting lineups. You want to help me with those?
I'm good.
He said,
You're
I'm good. I'm out.
Nah, that's all right. Well, hey, buddy, give me one of those. And you can hand that microphone back to that young lady back there. That's impressive.
That answer.
Roman Fisher, guys, one to watch. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
I need you guys to give me a
Folks,
short.
today for our St. Charles Warriors starting lineup, we have leading off number 2, Noah Grambling playing left field. In the 2-hole, number 27, Brennan Gehring will be on the mound. In the 3-hole, number 5, Carson Quinn playing shortstop. In the 4-hole, number 22, Brady Kilker at first base. In the 5-hole, Matt Box, number 1, playing center field. And I did this, and I'm sorry. I know his name, but I don't know it. Isn't that terrible? Oh, boy. Yes, Andrew Volkel, number 4, and playing second base is in the 6-hole. In the 7-hole, number 8, Nate Sweese in right field. In the 8-hole, number 3, Brody Anderson will be the DH. And he is DHing for Eli Chowning, who will be at third base, number 34. And in the 9-hole, number 10, Nick Bueller at and he'll be behind the plate. On the mound, as we said, Brennan Gehring will be the starting pitcher for West. The home team, Eagles, from Orchard Farm, leading off, number 27, Bryce Daniel, will be playing shortstop. In the 2-hole, number 24, Max Kelch in left field. In the 3-hole, number 4, Blake Halra, and he'll be behind the plate. In the 4-hole, number 12, Blake Dittmeyer, and he is the DH. Number 5, or in the 5-hole, number 6, Matt Lambeck, at first base. In the 6-hole, number 20, Brady Rosenberg. He'll be on the mound for the Eagles. And in the 7-hole, number 14, Caden Tussler, and he'll be in right field. In the 8-hole, number 3, Colin Sinclair at second base. And in the 9-hole, Brody Mulleris and he'll be in center field. Number 21, Caden Tipton will be playing third base and be DH for today. That is our starting lineups for today's ball game, brought to you by Legacy Performance Academy. And we appreciate our sponsors, Legacy Performance Academy. Go check them out, stlpa.com. And we're looking forward to continuing that partnership with those folks over there. Mike Ott, Brian Kessler, Craig Ringy, they do a nice job over there at LPA. It's a great facility, man. You look over there, and we're just talking about the performance side. They've got the equipment. It just upgraded. I love the way they talk about body movement. That's the big thing right now, too, Mitch, is as an athlete, do you know how your body moves, how it's supposed to move, how does it feel? And I think, that's the next evolution in sport, right?
Yeah, so much has changed from being, when we played the game, it was multi-sports. Nowadays you have sports-specific guys, and so sometimes you miss out on opportunities to learn different movement patterns. And so when we want a kid to hit a particular way, we need them to move a particular way. So we have to train it.
Yes, absolutely. So always good opportunity looking for those situations. Starting lineups introduced. They played the national anthem once today, so we're not going to do that again. So we get the warm-up pitches, and we're good to go. Oh, we should have got Blues, the new home plate umpire. I know that's Bill Buchanan back out there on the base paths. Might have to run down there and catch Blue's name when I'll get it between innings, Mitch. How's that?
That'll work.
I like it.
That'll work.
I'm hip.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Oh, hits me with the Shrek reference.
Yeah,
I love it.
I figured if I started the first games with it, just kind of build off the adult humor side of things.
Absolutely. Man, it's nice out here at the ballpark, folks. If you get a chance, if you're looking to play, if you're listening to us and you want to come down, there is an admission fee. I didn't know what it was. Probably no more than I'd say $5.
I'm going to assume it's $5.
It's $5 admission fee. But if you like what you're watching here, we appreciate you tuning in. And we got the our engineers staff up there, Lauren Klutz. She is on the cameras, and Drew is on the what are you doing up there, Drew? He's directing.
He's on the ones and twos.
No, Drew's controlling everything else. Drew Klutz. That's our staff up there, and I'm joined by my buddy, as always, Mitch Thomas from the hitting zone. And we got the first pitch. Rosenberg is set. Ball one.
I'm excited for this matchup today for sure between Orchard Farms and St. Charles West. Really excited.
Yeah. Orchard Farms been playing well. So this is not a cakewalk for either team, and it's 1-1. Uh-oh. Sun's out, drying up the field a little bit from the deluge we had for a few minutes earlier.
The what?
Deluge.
Spell it.
Deluge.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was going to be spelled differently. He is correct. Oh, I everything that comes out of his mouth, I trust. You don't use
3-1. I appreciate that.
I don't
Mitch.
always agree.
Don't always agree, but
I don't always agree. Woo, that was hot.
that was the that door's kicking around from the wind. We'll fix that here in a minute. And got the outside corner there. 3-2. Now to Noah Gramling. Brennan Gehring on deck, and that's foul tipped into the glove. He held on to it. Nice job by the catcher back there.
Yeah.
Halra.
Blake's a freshman, one of the freshman starters, and hitting into the 3-hole for Orchard Farms.
And you said right. Look at that. That kid's all of 6'2".
He's a big boy. I've known the Halra family for a while now.
Gehring. Quinn on deck. Starts him off with some off speed. That's probably smart.
We eat fastballs around here.
Fastball. Called a strike. 1-1. Outside. Ball 2. It's not as windy as it was earlier, Mitch. Still some wind is blowing out there pretty good. The flag's going pretty good. Foul back out of play, 2-2.
Yeah, I love it. Down 2-1. That's a hitter's kind of opportunity to drive a baseball there, and he challenged him.
Yes, he did. Pretty good crowd here today, Mitch.
Yeah, it's a 4:00 game, or I guess 5:00 game now. 5:30 game.
It's basically like after school.
Yeah,
right?
so parents are able to probably get here, family, siblings. Ooh, little wrinkle.
He reached for that, and it kind of slid off the plate, didn't it?
Little wrinkle. Spin it, 2-0.
So that's 2 Ks to start this game. Carson Quinn now. Rosenberg constructing some outs out here, Mitch. On the strikeouts. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Nice pitch.
He does. I mean, he leads this Orchard Farm team in strikeouts on the year. He's got 14 coming into today.
That's pretty good. It's outside. Ball 1. 1-1. To Quinn.
I'm looking over at our buddy Roman. He's up there underneath the.
He's got the
sod.
soccer ball, baby.
Yeah, he is.
Love it.
He loves playing soccer, man.
2-1.
That's what you love about going to the ballpark, seeing kids be kids.
Yep.
You know, love it.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. I got to catch you at the break too here, Mitch. Some thoughts on a bat.
Let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
I know where you're
spoils
going.
that. I know you do.
Please tell me that was a
What?
Yeah, remember they're engineers. I'm just kidding. I got the looks I got from all of them up there.
Oh, that was ugly up there, bro.
I did. I
Some
felt
darts
it.
coming at you.
I felt it.
Slow curveball, spiked it. 3-2. Good at bat here. You know, he's gone full on all 3 batters and able to strike everybody out. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, 5.
Ground ball back to Rosenberg. And a 1-2-3 to start this game. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. St. Charles 0. Orchard Farm coming up.
What better feeling than watching your son or daughter pitch their best game, catch the game-winning out, or crush a stand-up double? That comes with talent and long hours of hard work that got them there. That's exactly where Legacy Performance Academy comes in, matching the hours of work, drive, and dedication to help your athlete build a legacy that lasts. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Hey, watch the microphone there, Brian.
All right, Mitch. I gotta. You heard about the Hype Fire?
Yes, sir.
-5.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, bro?
Well, it's for one age group anyways, right? It's a 14U level. So you already know that I'm thinking -3s. We wouldn't have this issue. Okay?
I knew it.
You know what? Yeah. You know what's here's the thing, man. I always look at stuff they happen for reasons. It wasn't but like 2 days later, maybe less than 48 hours, PG came out with their new bat sponsor. Shortly right after that bat was no longer able to use in the league. They came out
Imperfect game.
Imperfect game.
Yeah.
And then, next day you have it, or 2 days later they got a bat sponsor now for perfect game. And so for me, I was like, clearly there was a reason, because that -5 was hot. I ain't gonna lie, I swung it, and it is it made me feel good about myself.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I understand that safety issues and things, and that's fantastic. I've never seen that, but that to me was the glaring one. All of a sudden now we have a new bat sponsor. I mean, come on, let's not be too
in your face.
Jeez.
I would have liked to see them wait till the end of the year, because that obviously is an expensive bat.
Yeah.
A lot of families have
now
it.
A lot of families are buying new bats.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
$900 for a 14-year-old.
And I definitely wouldn't buy one that they're sponsoring. And that ball is hammered into center field, box under it. That wind kept that up, because he hit that pretty well, Mitch.
I mean, I thought he caught a barrel, but I thought he hit it too high. In this park, this is a big park for high school kids.
It is a big park. 1 out.
But with that outfield out there, this St. Charles West outfield is typically pretty darn good.
Yes, they are. Yep. You got Grambling in left, box in center, and a ground ball, that big hop. Nice job by Volkel to get that taken care of there.
The sophomore for you.
That's 2 pitches and 2 outs. That's what we call baseball economics.
Yes. So here's one for you. You got a freshman that's coming up. Coach talked about it, prior to the game. Here's a freshman that's your starting catcher, and what do you do?
Hitting in the 3-hole, man.
Yeah, but what are you going to do here? You got to take, right? So now you're down 0-1. Well.
Oh. That was close.
I'm not sure why I started first pitch curveball, but.
Fastball.
Make a play, Roman. It's going to find you. Look at him take off running. I love that kid.
He was fun. I loved his answers, Mitch. Thoughtful answers for a 10-year-old. At the knees, 1-2. Right?
Yep, he's a smart young man, and that's what it's like trying to coach him too when he asks his whys, because he'll always try to figure out the information.
Hit in the air, Grambling coming over, making the catch, and a quick 1-2-3 now for West. We're going top of the second inning. Score 0-0.
Legacy Performance Academy is a unique sports facility that encompasses strength training, speed and agility training, pitching lessons, hitting lessons, fielding and catcher training, a recovery room with focus on injury prevention, and youth developmental and elite high school baseball teams. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
I think what's going to happen, Brian, is that rain come in and got us on a little bit of delay, but that first inning might have been a 10-minute inning. Feels like it, at least.
It wasn't very long. We might catch up.
Maybe.
I guess we shouldn't speak too soon.
Well, it's I have a tendency to do that and then bring us some bad luck, because I remember the first game of the year, I was excited for the pitching matchup. And we had a bunch of free bases and mistakes being made, first conference game of the year, and end up being a beatdown. So, far we've had some high scoring games, lopsided games.
That was, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5-pitch inning for Gehring.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2 pitches, 2 outs. First pitch curveball, fastball, heater, ball in play.
If you got to do a little more with a guy like that early in the game, or else you might end up, sitting down a lot quicker.
You don't want him throwing 7. He
Right?
gets 105 pitches today. He's got 100 more to go in 6 innings of play.
All right, we're going to see Blake Dittmeyer. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong side. Brady Kilker, first baseman, takes ball 1.
He's had some struggles on the year, but the one thing that I do like is his ability to get walks and get on base.
Right. Lined over the shortstop's head. Nice try there. And
You gonna go for it?
leadoff single here for Kilker. I love the aggressiveness from the big man.
Yeah,
Nice
buddy.
round. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's how you round a bag right there.
I like what he did there. Not trying to do too much. Just nice little piece to opposite field.
Center fielder Matt Box. How are we looking here on Matt? What are we looking at?
Yeah,
here,
we
Mitch?
saw him. He was hitting in the top half of the lineup the last
Right.
time we saw him. And Coach had talked about some of the guys struggling a little bit, and he might be one of them because he's hitting about 230 on a year coming into this game. He's got 54 plate appearances.
Takes ball 1. And he has been a guy that's been at the top of their lineup quite a bit. And a ground ball, second baseman turns out at 2. Nice double play by the infield of Orchard Farm. 4-6-3. And quickly 2 outs.
That's your best friend, right?
I like it.
You like the double. You like the double play, I guess, as the best friend. That was an interesting turn at second base. With just.
I think he made it a little more difficult than
yeah,
he needed
because he
to.
turned around. I'm like, what are we doing here? I thought I was going to give Box enough time to get down the line.
But that was Colin Sinclair to the shortstop, and the first pitch swinging, and it's going to drop foul. Good hustle out there by number 24, Max Kelch in left field. But, again, Colin Sinclair to the shortstop. Bryce Daniel, that was a pretty good turn, Mitch.
I'm just nodding. Just nodding. I would have liked to see him can a corn that, flip instead of turn around. But nonetheless, he got a speedy runner out at Box at first.
Andrew Volkel, ball 1.
I meant to say can of soup. Sorry.
Can of soup.
Yep.
Is that cream of corn?
No, can of soup's like it's the inside feed,
Strike
soft
2.
feed from second base to shortstop.
Yeah.
We called it serving can of soup because cans of
I
soup's
gotcha.
hot, right? So
Right.
you
no,
serve
no,
it soft.
Yeah, I got you.
Palm up,
2-2 now to Volkel.
and it's like hot potato, but it's also has some other things that go with it,
Yeah.
like college stuff. Like it's different when you get to college. It's a
Curve, late swing. Rosenberg gives up the hit, but sits it down, faces the minimum with the double play. We're going to the bottom of the second inning, score 0-0.
What better feeling than watching your son or daughter pitch their best game, catch the game-winning out, or crush a stand-up double? That comes with talent and long hours of hard work that got them there. That's exactly where Legacy Performance Academy comes in. Matching the hours of work, drive, and dedication to help your athlete build a legacy that lasts. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
The coach for Orchard Farm was talking about Colin St. Clair in his leadership, prior to the game during the previous game's rain delay. And after that half inning, you saw the catcher, the freshman catcher, come off the field. And the first guy out was St. Clair talking to his catcher just kind of about receiving and framing and stuff like that. And I thought, man, those are big moments and big-time culture that as a coach you absolutely love to see from a veteran athlete. Love that.
Okay. Gehring's out for second inning of work. Blake Dittmeyer, the DH, Matt Lambeck, the first baseman, and Brady Rosenberg, the pitcher, will be out here to face Gehring in this second inning.
I'm interested to see how they come back after that 5-pitch inning because, I mean, really it's just like felt like the first batter.
Right.
You know? It's typically what you see.
Good fastball, strike one.
Well, we know the game plan from Orchard Farm.
Yeah,
Swing hard, Casey. Hit it, huh, bud?
might as well. Not up there to sing and dance. Strike two. 0-2 now to Dittmeyer. One and two. Was that off speed?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Kind of overthrew that a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I was watching some other things happen on defense there.
Ground ball back up the middle. Quinn. Oh, what a throw off his wrong foot. Man, we're seeing some defense here today. And this one, that's a heck of a good play. I hope he's okay. He came down a little awkwardly. But heck of a play by Carson Quinn for out number one.
He's a fun one to watch for St. Charles West, especially if you're an infield guy like the handsy types guys.
Yeah. That's out. Matt Lambeck.
On that last AB, what I was trying to pay attention to was outfield communication. And center fielder was with 2 strikes was kind of direct in traffic. I liked it.
Outer half, strike one. 1-1 to Lambeck. Foul back out of play. 1-2. One thing you can say here about Gehring so far is he's ahead of hitters.
Yeah, maybe that's the approach. I mean, Coach talked about it prior. Was he's feeding strike zone? You know, he's feeding, filling up the zone for these guys. And he's competing. He's locked in. And you see an Orchard Farm trying to take advantage of it. They know he's going to be around strike zone. They're just going for it.
Curveball pops him up on the infield. Quinn under it. Nice job. 2 outs. His pitch count is staying down here, Mitch.
I don't even know if we need to keep track. He'll be under 50. I'm kidding.
Swing and a miss.
That would be
Rosenberg.
impressive.
Now the pitcher. Pitcher to pitcher right here.
Pitcher to pitcher. Rosenberg got the best of.
Ground ball to Quinn.
Ooh.
Oh, nice job by Kilker on the throw that pulled him off the back. I love that by the first baseman. We'll talk about that when we come back from the break. We're going to the top of the third inning. Score 0-0. Guys, talk to us about legacy. What has it been? How has it helped you continue to grow as players?
I feel like they've been helping my knowledge in baseball advance from where it was last year and helping me know my swing and know my mechanics better than I could anywhere else.
Legacy Performance Academy is a unique sports facility that encompasses strength training, speed and agility training, pitching lessons, hitting lessons, fielding and catcher training, a recovery room with a focus on injury prevention, and youth developmental and elite high school baseball teams. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Nice play there by the first baseman Kilker to come off the bag there and get the tag into the belly of the base runner there. One of those plays are always ones that make me nervous as a coach with a right-handed throwing first baseman. You stick that in the gut and you can hurt yourself. But Brian and I were talking about kind of in between innings here that the desire to come off the bag to make the play and be an athlete. That's what we like to see instead of trying to stick the bag. net ball getting away, getting down the line here, because with that concrete, you never know where it's going to go. You go first, third. So nice play by Kilker. Nate Suisse leading the inning off. For St. Charles West, Suisse has got hitting 146 on a year. He's a regular everyday player for St. Charles West, and is man in right field, I believe, today. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, Mitch.
Is your microphone on?
Thank you, Mitch.
They might have caught feedback.
And a base hit to lead off the inning again here for St. Charles West.
You know,
And Mitch, I agree wholeheartedly on what you said.
Perfect. that one bloop a week, one bloop hit a week, can get you like 30-something points in the big leagues.
Amen.
You play so many weeks, you know.
Right.
Might be a little bit more in high school baseball since you don't have as many at-bats, but
So again, the leadoff batter on, and he's going, and the throw down is offline, and so Nate Suisse steals the bag. Cease.
they told us Suisse last time.
They told us Suisse last time, so I'm confused now.
We said Suisse
Nate's,
the first
it's-
time.
Oh, and he throws it into center field, and Cease is going to come around and score. An error. That was some miscommunication there, Mitch.
I'm going to just say he ceased the moment. I think I did good there.
Yeah.
I think I did good.
So Cease scores on the error. And a one-run ball game now. But thank you for clarifying the pronunciation of the name.
That's what we went with the first one. The first time we called him Seuss.
I called him Cease.
Remember the first
Yeah, we did.
last year at
And they
Pattonville?
told us it was Suisse now, but we know
Cease.
now it's Cease, and we got it. Swing and a miss.
Nothing ceased to amaze me
Brody
these
Anderson.
days.
Oh man, we can definitely get carried away up here.
I feel so
2-2. It's outside. 3
I'm
and
so proud of
2.
myself for making up for my Creech's reach, and that was so bad.
man.
So bad.
Popped up. First baseman coming in. Catcher. Oh, that blew that back. Nice job by the catcher, Blake Hallra.
I thought that was Can of Corn
I
first
thought it was
baseman.
the
I
first
looked down to
baseman's.
move on.
Yeah.
You like to see that out of Rosenberg, come back after botching the pickoff there at second base. Come right back and just get some outs. Hey, it's 1-0, man. We'll get it back.
Absolutely. Nick Bueller, the catcher now. Grounded to the first baseman. Nice job. Unassisted. Out number 2.
3U.
3U for you, those scoring at home. Back to the top of the order here with Noah Gramling. So we got a 1-0 lead here for West. Rosenberg's pretty good. Just the error there. Little miscommunication. Strike 1.
They love him.
They're giving it to me over there in the dugout. I do. I love that guy. That's what I say all the time. I love that guy. Noah Graham, they were giving.
Noah's
I
big
love
brother
that.
sitting
I
down
love
there
that.
shaking
I love
his head
these
at
guys over in the dugout. It's fun. Hey, folks, 1-0 St. Charles West. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. Guys, talk to us about legacy. What has it been? How has it helped you continue to grow as players?
It's been really good. Practices are very structured, and the facility's really nice. We can get in there and get swings whenever we need, and it's overall pretty nice.
What better feeling than watching your son or daughter pitch their best game, catch the game-winning out, or crush a stand-up double? That comes with talent and long hours of hard work that got them there. That's exactly where Legacy Performance Academy comes in, matching the hours of work, drive, and dedication to help your athlete build a legacy that lasts. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
We good? Well, I'm up. That might be all you need today.
Could be. Mitch.
Scratch and run, and it's the things that you talk about, the small parts of the game, small facets of a game. Taking advantage of an opportunity there, St. Charles West did on the misplay there at second base. Other than that, Rosenberg's cruising, and Deering's matching him. Gearing is matching him, so pitch for pitch. So you need to see Orchard Farm come back and build an approach, get that run back.
All right. Behind the plate today, our umpire is Joe Mace, and back out in the field from Game 1 is Bill Buchanan. We appreciate our umpires and thank them for coming out and being part of this game. I like it. You got to have them. Strike one.
Can't play it without them, at least if it matters.
That's right. You could if you were calling your umpire.
Well,
I guess a little.
Remember, it mattered. It doesn't matter when you're in the backyard.
Exactly.
Because that game's not ending, and you're pretty sure getting in fights.
1-1 to Caden Tussler, the right fielder. How are we doing on the
numbers?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Sorry.
You've been. I worked all hard and got all that for you, Mitch.
Yeah, I got you. I'm
okay,
always paying attention. We're just in the moment of the conversation. But
that's a K.
Tussler going into that one was hitting 350 on the year, by the way. Few at bats, few plate appearances.
Love that.
It'll get there. Save it for the moment. Maybe it's the second time up. Bless you.
No, we get the people to
identify. His number was 14.
There you go. Colin Sinclair now, the second baseman. Pokes one into shallow right field and nice catch out there by Nate Cease.
Again.
Showing the speed.
See, that was your moment. I thought you were going to say it. It's another opportunity, but don't hit it there. That guy can run fast. I didn't even get a chance to talk about the young man up there.
I know, right?
I was going to say it, and I thought he was going to do it.
2 outs. Curveball, strike one.
A wrinkle. I thought he was going to get it.
Brody Molaris, center fielder, number 1.
He's had some opportunities for Orchard Farm this year. He's hitting 315, 316. He's got on-base percentage of 350 for Orchard Farm.
So he's getting on base, too.
Getting on base, yep.
All right. Ground ball back up the middle. Nice job. Vocal couldn't get the ball over there. And good hustle.
Yeah, all around. That's a tough play for a second baseman to make. That's a sophomore there that you have playing second base. So that arm's going to develop over time. But, that's just, again, hustling down. I don't always like to dive at first base, but I do like the change of scenery. Sometimes I like the eye levels for an umpire. And I don't know how much you could talk about that piece, but ball was up, thrown up.
Yeah. See it a little better. Sometimes it's a little difficult because you're trying to catch both things there. Ball's up in the zone. We're back to the top of the order. Bryce Daniel, who flew out to center field his first time up.
Bryce got the lone homer for Orchard Farm this year, and actually Bryce has been hurt for the past 3 seasons.
Has he really?
Yeah, he's had some elbow issues, surgery on him a few times, and I think he's rocking some PF Flyers.
Oh, look at that.
Do they look like some PF Flyers? What are they?
It does. Those are the old Rodriguez, right?
Benny the Jet.
Benny the Jet. PF Flyers. Dang, you better be a dude if you're rocking the PF Flyers, bro.
He's probably a Dodgers fan. I'm going to go with that he's a Dodgers fan.
1-1 to Benny the Jet. We're just going to call him Benny the Jet. Swing and a miss. That ball gets away from the catcher. And it they were wanting an extra base, I think, out of that, but they're not going to get it. And that is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hello. How you doing, Mom? Curveball. Outer half.
He knew it.
Yeah, he knew it. For the strike looking. And we're going to the top half of the fourth inning. Score 1-0 Warriors.
Legacy Performance Academy is a unique sports facility that encompasses strength training, speed and agility training, pitching lessons, hitting lessons, fielding and catcher training, a recovery room with a focus on injury prevention, and youth developmental and elite high school baseball teams. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Man, this forced a few innings of baseball here today. I think they might catch us up. I was kind of being funny to start the show, but these two young men are pumping strikes. The defense is making plays, and I think we're in for a dandy.
Yeah, I'm impressed. This is the first time we've seen this Orchard Farm team, Mitch, and I like what I see.
Just again, the things that you notice from up here, sometimes as a coach you don't always get to see because you're invested in the game differently. And what I'm watching is I'm watching both these two teams with hop on and off the field, the way they take their in-between inning reps, throwing the ground balls around the infield. All of it's got hop to it.
The second thing I've noticed about this Orchard Farm team, they're a big physical team.
I feel like they're not afraid. I feel like it's that 2016 Cubs team that didn't know no better about all the curses and stuff. I feel like that. Like, who's to say we're bad? That Orchard Farm's been finishing last place the last few years. Not anymore. They're competitive.
But the physicality, the right fielder, the catcher, you look at the right
Huge.
fielder.
Yeah.
They got some big dudes out on this field. The first baseman.
Yep, kids in the dugout too.
As right behind. You're not used to seeing that, I think, from this team. What we saw last year even, right?
Well, I didn't see. Yeah, we did because we did it here at the park.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them being this big. But they got again, talking about it prior to the show, which was nice to have during a rain delay. They did get a lot of transfers coming in.
Right. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman taking charge underneath it. Makes the catch. Nice play there by number 3, Colin Sinclair.
Oh, man. As a former first baseman, you take off running backwards because you think it's hit over your head and the second baseman catches it where you were just standing.
Hey, that happens.
Oh, man, that's where you just take that.
Hey, you're
swallow
supposed to let
like,
that guy
my
take that
Lord.
ball, right?
Yeah, but it's such a bad read. I've done it.
I know you have. I haven't.
Probably because you were more athletic than us first basemen. I'm going to guess.
I did play first base, too.
Oh, you just was that good?
No, I wasn't that good. Line drive, back up the middle. Carson Quinn with a one-out single.
I like the read by the center fielder there to check up and field that play on a bounce. If he dives and that gets past him, he might circle them all.
So some traffic here with one out. Kilker, who singled his first at bat, rips another one into right field. I don't know. He just kind of, I think.
Well, he was sliding just because of the play hit to the right. He was sliding just to make sure, you know what I mean? Because the ball was hit sharply to right field. He had to make sure it got through, so he was busting it, but base got the best of him.
So back-to-back hits here for St. Charles West in this fourth inning, and with one out, and now we have Matt Box, center fielder, could make come through here. Ground ball to the second baseman. Oh, and it gets past Sinclair. On his way home is Quinn, and he is safe. So an RBI single by Matt Box. Well, I'm going to say, what do you think?
It's an error.
Yeah, I think so too. But it scores the run for a 2-0 lead. Strike one now to Andrew Volkel.
I like the toughness by 2-0 there coming Rosenberg for Orchard Farm. Just say, hey, you know what? Let's get another strike, another ground ball. We've already twisted one. Let's twist another.
Strike on the outer half. So we got quickly 0-2 now to Volkel. I agree. I love that. Hey, you know, as a pitcher, you got to have a short memory. It's outside, and the throw down, I don't know where Box was going. Nice job by Rosenberg. And Matt Box with the base running mistake right there. Coach Allen not pleased with that at all.
I don't blame him.
So I don't know what that was. 8 or 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, out.
Bingo was his name-o.
Right, so that erases the runner at second for the second out. And strike three on the outer half gets Volkel looking, which kind of adds a little fuel to the fire there. And Box, I think he's glad he's not coming back to the dugout.
Man, I was just going to say it because Coach Nuru is hot.
Folks, we're going to the bottom of the fourth inning with the score 2-0 Warriors. Guys, talk to us about Legacy. What has it been? How has it helped you continue to grow as players?
It's helped me a lot coming from a AA team. So 2 years ago, it's really helped me a lot and grow and just know my knowledge.
What better feeling than watching your son or daughter pitch their best game, catch the game-winning out, or crush a stand-up double? That comes with talent and long hours of hard work that got them there. That's exactly where Legacy Performance Academy comes in, matching the hours of work, drive, and dedication to help your athlete build a legacy that lasts. Contact Legacy Performance Academy at 636-579-7346, located at 633 Goddard Avenue in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Well, that's one way of getting out of it, a jam.
Agreed.
I looked over right after that, and Coach Allen was definitely hot. You got to be paying attention, and definitely in a game where Orchard Farm has got the best of this team last year. The only two district conference wins Orchard Farm had was St. Charles West.
And I'm seeing some body language from a couple guys out here for West that, you know, you got to let that go and just keep playing. You're ahead in this game. Your defense is good. You got Gehring throwing strikes. Just stay focused and keep playing ball, right?
Yeah, Orchard Farm's not afraid of them, so they're going to continue to come out hacking, so you might as well just go out and play good defense now.
Max Kelch. Quickly 2-0 here. Strike on the corner. 2-1. That sun on the left side of the infield is going to get tough, Mitch.
Yeah, having a midday game start times here, like at 5, 6 o'clock, can be tough on that left fielder and third baseman. I think the shortstop typically gets okay with it, but
popped foul back out of play down to third base. I like that little grassy knoll over there. It's nice.
Yeah, when the Rascals were here, it was always the kids would want to go over there and sit, and I'd always be terrified because these are professional baseball players. I'm like, man, and you ain't paying attention. It's like cars. They somehow missed the kids, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
That baseball always eludes. Seems like it.
Strike 3. And looks like Kelch did not agree with that call.
Yeah, that's all right. They've got that call. Rosenberg got that call for him, so you like to see that both ways.
He's been consistent.
Yep.
I remember, you know how Busch Stadium is on down to third base. It has that jet out just like that.
Mm-hmm.
We were down there for a ball game, and I remember, and that's a strike. A little girl, everybody was ducking. She wasn't paying attention. Like you said, big league hitters, man. And that ball's a beam. Hit her right here in the forearm. Strike 2. That's tough.
Yeah. That's why you see nowadays
The
they
nets.
have the nets that go further down.
Yep. Curveball. Boy, he just got the bat on that.
Hey, Freshie, here you go. Here's a good curveball for you, buddy.
Blake Hallra,
You don't
the catcher. Yeah, freshman, right?
You don't see that many as 14 and 15 years old do that. Garen's probably like, man, that was my chance to buckle a kid. You like those bucklers? It's like the ankle breakers.
Baby. Like, oh.
Yeah, and then basketball, the crossover moves. You're breaking someone's ankles.
It's not going to hit me. It's going to hit me. No, it didn't hit me.
You got the shakes.
1-2. Fastball grounded to the shortstop, Quinn. Nice strong throw. Pick. Nice job over there by Kilker to pick that up. I love to see big men picking.
Oh man, to get that. You know what this is the goofiest things that I like about the sport. Kilker over there made a nice, beautiful dig over there at first base. Comes up and just flicks it. Here, right back at you, bud.
Gotta love it.
Knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? You love to see good baseball.
Ball is up. Blake Dittmer, DH, who grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Misses. 2-0.
Blake's got a couple of doubles on the season. He needs to get himself in scoring position, try to scratch a run here.
Three 3-0. Carrick trying to gather himself a little bit here.
No pitch clock.
I love
pitch
that.
clock here.
First baseman, hey, slow down. You're okay, baby. Let's go. Right?
Oh.
I call those the obligatory strike.
For
3-0 strike.
For walking out of the box a little early.
The obligatory 3-0. Foul tipped. Strike 2. 3-2. What's up, Coach? Come on in here. We'll get him in here.
That's a
outside corner. He's looking. 3. We're gonna have Coach Hellman here sit down with us. Coach, I'm gonna slide this chair over here. I'm gonna slide that chair over here. You can sit here. I'll grab this microphone. You sit. Have a seat.
You want your computer?
No.
How's it going, fellas?
Yeah.
You too?
I want to make sure that's on. Yes, it is. We have Coach Justin Hellman joining us from North Point High School up here in the booth. Coach, how's the season going?
It's a little up and down. We can play our A ball good enough to beat a top 10 team like Borgia at their place, and then we can play our C ball and drop some conference games that we shouldn't drop. But here we are. We're rolling pretty good right now, so confident today and see what the boys bring out.
There you go.
Oh, I got nothing for him other than that beard. That's fantastic. And I feel like, you're close to 30. You've coached a while. Is that natural or is that just for men?
I mean, that's just for men for sure. Just kidding. No, it's not. I'm trying to get to the gray.
It looks good, man.
Fresh cut today. Got a little bit of red in the beard. That's natural. But outside of that, I've been working on it.
It looks good.
Appreciate it.
I'm just impressed, man.
Wait till you see the fresh tape on the fungo. That's
I looked over. You got the diamonds going.
fresh tape on the fungo and a fresh fade on the head. And we're good to go.
Look good.
Coach, I see by your card here you got Nenninger, because I haven't seen your lineup yet. You got Nenninger on the mound?
Absolutely. Sophomore, we call him Gus. He looks like Gus, the mouse from Cinderella. But he's sporting a .44 ERA. Seen Washington. He had a heck of a battle.
Oh, heck of a catch out there by the center fielder. Sorry, Coach.
No
Cut you off there, but that is Brody Molaris making the catch for out number 1. Go ahead, Coach.
Nenninger and Gearing last week had a extra innings battle, 1-1 game. Nenninger ended up getting the loss 3-1, but all 3 runs were unearned. Heavy fastball, good two-seam. Changeup works pretty well for him too. I mean, the kid's just showed out since we brought him up, and losing one of our top 2 starters, we asked him to step up in our conference games, and the kids performed so far. So we're gonna keep throwing him out there until he doesn't.
There you go. Yeah, Coach Allen was lamenting game 2.
Yeah. Game 2 was a little different. We brought up a sophomore again to fill that void that we had, because
out number 2. Nice job by Sinclair.
We were looking at Holt as a district game just because our conference schedule hasn't gone the way that we had hoped. So we threw Jack Cowling on the Friday against Holt. So we brought up a sophomore, Ben Barfield. His varsity debut, 5 innings, no hit on 47 pitches.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. Kid just did everything we asked. Unflappable. It was pretty fun to watch.
Does this create some issues now? Like, I mean, having some sophomores step up. I'm assuming they played JV up until this point. Now are they every day for you, or do they still float back and forth?
I mean, you know, we've talked about it many times. We're unique in the fact that, again, it's only year 3, so we lean on some young guys to step up in big spots. Our juniors now, great curveball there.
Wasn't it, Coach?
Our juniors now are in their 3rd year of varsity baseball. So still, I mean, we allow those sophomores to take big roles, and I wouldn't say it creates a problem. It creates competitiveness, which is what we're looking for every single day. But yeah, we've got 6 sophomores now that all get ample playing time. We have more sophomores than we have seniors. And those kids are in an environment where they're baptism by fire, as I always say.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the environment's extremely competitive, and those kids are stepping up. So.
Yeah, I remember, I'm sure you remember, when Timberland played you guys at your house first year. We had talked after that game because I'd stuck around, and do you remember what you said after that game?
Remember this feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I talk about it even on the show numerous times. I'll bring that up because I like you as a coach.
Appreciate it.
Kind of like how you go about your business. And I always will bring that up because it's material for growth culture. It's what you hope and desire that your team is going to give you is remember, so that you can give that back one day, because you never know. North Point's going to continue to grow, right? You
Absolutely.
might end up in the same conference.
We're slated right now to move up into the G.A.C. Central next year. Holt's slated to move down. But the way that our enrollment pattern looks, it looks like within the next 3 years we'll be Class 6. We'll play in the G.A.C. South sometime soon. And, whenever we opened, I thought, you could go and do what everybody's doing and play a JV schedule so, people feel better, I guess, or aren't so upset about how the season goes. And I saw it as like, no, why not? Like, we got some good kids. We'll throw them out there. They'll play as freshmen. Started 5 freshmen that year, and 4 of those 5 are still starting today. And it's just, we're in a baseball hotbed. You're a Wentzville guy, like
Yep.
So being in that environment, there's no sense in not going right after it. So the culture aspect for sure is we try to play with a chip, just because we are the little brother in a district that has some very good baseball. I mean, if you look at Wentzville draft picks over the last 10 years, there's 4 or 5 of them from each high school.
A couple of them made it to the league.
Absolutely. Yeah. Being a Holt product myself, I know what it looks like down the road. And so our kids are they're working every day to get that respect and recognition that they deserve, and it's a good group, man. We're young, we're early on, and keep working at it. Oof.
It's been a little wide, but that's okay.
That's all right. That's high school baseball.
Yeah.
Let's swing the bats.
You'll get another one.
I like what you said, because what is this now, the third year of the
Third year.
program? So, earning that respect, you got to go out and take it, right? You
Absolutely.
can't just expect people, you got to go out and earn that respect, correct?
Absolutely. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that we were counting those Wentzville wins. We went out and got bullied year one, 10-runned by 2 of the 3 Wentzville schools. And then last year we beat Timberland 12-5. We put a good beat down on Liberty that year. This year so far we've only played Holt, won 10-3. We aim to own the Ville. We aim to own the conference, and then district play after that. In my opinion, I'm biased again as a Wentzville guy, but if you control Wentzville, you've got a good ball club. I mean, it's just how it goes.
And you're in the district. I believe it's 4 with you got Zumwalt East, Zumwalt South. You're going to have St. Dominic to contend with. Warrenton's in that one.
St. Charles, Hannibal.
St. Charles, Hannibal, exactly. I mean, my goodness, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have the guys that can go after it. Losing Brandon McQuarrie was not easy for us. Looking at that, looking down the road, we were going, man, if you go BMAC, Jack Cowling, and then the way these sophomores pitched, it looked golden there for a minute. You lose BMAC for the season. You have those sophomores step up, but if there's one thing that's gone really well this season, it's been our pitching, up and down. It's a matter of if we give them the run support that they need. And I think today you'll see a good one. Gus is going to give us a good shot, and then I'm assuming that Warrenton's throwing Peth.
We can ask.
He's right behind you there.
I would assume. So it should be a good one. District's tough, but that's playoff baseball. That's how it works.
You remember the first time we met?
No.
We were out at Valmeyer, Illinois, and we were playing the 4th of July Classic for Montclair League.
Yeah.
And you walked over to our dugout, and you were like, hey, what's up, KT? Which is my daughter.
Yep.
And they went to college together.
Yep.
So that was my first introduction to you, and then obviously through Dan Seddon and that route, and just continuing over to seeing you on the field. So that was the first time I met you.
Yeah,
I think you were playing with Valmeyer.
Yeah, the K. I haven't heard KT in a long time.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
I get to watch her son play soccer this weekend, so I'm excited.
Man.
First
How
game.
about that, Grandpa? That's awesome,
right?
Coach, we appreciate you stopping by.
Anytime.
Coach Justin Hellman from North Point. Good luck to you the rest of the way, and we're looking forward to the ball game tonight,
Appreciate
sir.
It. It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you as always.
Well, we hope we put a good one on the field today.
There you go. Noah Gramling grounds out to Sinclair for out number 1. We're going to get Coach Burley in here from Warrenton. Chatted up with him a moment as we're in the top of the 6th inning. This game is flying by here, and it's making up for the time. You guys probably going to start on time, Coach.
I was worried we were going to start fairly late tonight, but yeah,
looks
like
like
hopefully back on time.
Looks like we're rolling away. You're going to have to jump up to that a little bit there for me. Coach, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. When we talked at the preview, did you expect this start?
I mean, I had a good feeling we had, all our guys back basically, and the addition of a couple guys that were out last year due to an injury, and the other guy that golfed. But I've got 5 seniors.
Ooh. Gehring hits it hard off the glove of the Sinclair for a single with 1 out.
5 seniors that have been basically starting since they were freshmen. Really, we've done some really nice things the last couple of years, and really what we were missing was some pitch at depth at pitching, which we really didn't have the last couple of years, but we still pieced together some really nice years. And this year I think we got a little more depth at the pitching, which has helped. And I think our schedule has been somewhat favorable to start the year too, to help us out. But it all works out, I guess.
Absolutely. You're 6-0 in conference, and your guys have been hitting the ball. You're pitching. You've been good in all three phases of the game. What are you expecting to see with who you got on the mound today, Coach?
I mean, Ben's kind of been our number one for the last few years. I mean, you know what you're going to get out of him. He's going to give you 100%. He's going to play with a lot of energy. And he's, for the most part, he's going to be in the zone. He's going to compete, I guess. Really, he's just a competitor, what it boils down to. So he gives us a good chance to win. So
you got to replace a young man last year in Cannon Hibbs that did quite well for you, like 40 RBIs, a couple tanks on a year.
Yeah, I mean, he was an all-state player. I mean, well-deserved. I mean, probably the best, probably the best offensive player that's played at Warrenton, to be honest with you. As long as baseball's been around. I mean, and he had a really nice career, but a really nice senior year. So, yeah. And I was a little worried going into it, replacing his bat, but I think just everybody else is kind of, the whole lineup's kind of picked it up a little bit, being able to fill that void. So
yeah, not just one guy. And does that make you, the experience that him being there last year, his leadership, does that give you and those guys confidence?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think they
number three.
Obviously, Cannon was a kid that really led by example, and just about everything about him, his habits and the way he approached the game. So I think he gave the guys kind of a little bit of a blueprint about how to approach it.
I think it's always nice having 10 guys being able to count on than just one. At least as a baseball coach. Yep. It's hard to replace a guy like Hibbs because of his skill set. But having 10 kids that kind of step up to the plate and get those 40 RBIs or his big clutch ABs, it's nice to be a lot deeper in your lineup because it feels like when you play North Point tonight. I saw this on the schedule and I was like, I can't wait to watch this game. Because I got some guys over at Warrenton. My parents live in Warrenton, so I'm familiar with your guys' school, and so I've been following you for a few years now. And I know Peth and some of the other kids that play from the facility side.
Sure.
And I'm like, this is some good growth for you over the last couple of years.
No, I mean like I said, I feel like. Even their freshman year, we'd started 5 freshmen. Actually, a 6th got a little bit of playing time that year. And, we did some good things that year. We just didn't have, obviously, the experience and really the depth of pitching. And that's kind of really these last 2 years has really kind of been the kind of difference between us having a really, really good season is depth of pitching. And now, Ben's been throwing it well, and we've got a freshman that, we had a good feeling that he was probably going to be able to do some good things for us. And Carter Martin, and he's done some really well stuff. And then Troy, who didn't play last year, has kind of been a little bit of our closer, and he's been a good strike thrower, so that's been really helpful.
Was he a kid that was hurt for you last year or just didn't come out and play?
Troy was focusing on college basketball, which we were fine with. He talked with me. He wanted to focus on that, and he ended up getting a scholarship to Truman State, and he decided to come back because he's been playing with these guys forever, so for his senior year. So that was huge. And then having Joe, who was out. Joe, I think his sophomore year was out of anybody we played, I felt was probably the best outfielder, center fielder that we played on our schedule as a sophomore. And then he was out with his ACL last year, and having him back was huge too. So,
Colin Sinclair leads off the top of this or bottom of this 6th inning. We're about, and Gehring's been dealing. He's been ahead in counts, working well. Coach, you got, 4 more conference games? We were talking just a moment ago, and that's a strikeout with Coach Hellman, and you guys are in that district with them. That district playoff is going to be fun for us to watch. But I don't know, that's going to be brutal.
No, I really, to be honest with you, haven't taken a good look at all the other districts, but you're talking about Zumwalt South, who's a favorite to go back to the Final Four again this year. East, who went to Final Four 2 or 3 years ago. St. Dominic's got, a lot of arms and just a really good ball club. And, North Point's got some good arms. So, it's really, really, really going to be a really tough district.
Absolutely. That's out of play. And so at this point, you're still working conference play. You start looking toward that. When do you really start thinking about, the seeding part, how you positioning your guys, where's your depth in your pitching for that type of tournament?
some of that's kind of worked itself out a little bit already. I mean, and we play St. Dominic later this week, and we played East earlier, and that was our 4th game in 3 days. I mean, we took it a little bit chin at the end, but I mean, that was a competitive game all the way up until the last couple innings when it just kind of really got away from us. So, I mean, I think I feel good about our pitching going into districts because I feel like our 1 and 2 are pretty good, and then I've got some guys, you know, and Troy and Tyler and different guys that have been able to throw fairly well. So, I mean, you know, I see us potentially, hopefully it all plays out in the middle of the pack in that district, you know. And probably the same with North Point's going to be in the middle of the pack, too, in that district. So,
very good. Well, we're looking forward to this game this evening. It's a beautiful night for baseball.
Yeah, it's worked out.
Right?
Yeah, I'm excited because as a high school kid, you don't get too many night games.
No.
Right. And I love playing night baseball.
Sure.
So
you know,
I'm excited. Yeah, right.
So hopefully our guy. I mean, we usually play with a lot of energy. So hopefully we bring that energy again tonight. So
1 out single by Molaris. That was a heck of a nice try there, but I thought that ball was going to get by him, Mitch.
And you don't want to give him that with the top half of the lineup coming up for Orchard Farm. You don't want to give him any extra bags.
No.
No free bases.
So that's a 1 out single. Coach, appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you for having us.
Look forward to the game, and we'll let you get back to getting your kids ready to go.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
Oh, we need a picture. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, see, real quick.
I'm not very photogenic, though. I don't know.
That's all right. Mitch.
I'll stand. I'll stand. You stay up there. Thank you, Coach. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, he's in it. It's been great conversation here with these guys, Mitch. I've enjoyed these.
We need the G.A.Cs to do.
And a line drive into. Another base running error. This time, he said he looked at coach, saw it was 2 outs. You got to know. Another base running error ends the threat. We're going top of the 7th inning, score 2-0 St. Charles West.
Digital marketing is about cultivating a brand conscious customer or consumer. However, you cannot cultivate this mindset or relationship without being conscious of your own brand or how someone relates to it. Training, support, and development have allowed us to be the right digital marketing team for your micro business. Contact Red Earth Productions at 636-400-3199, located out of O'Fallon, Missouri.
All right, folks, I want to say this because, you know, the Blues, especially at the youth ones, and this is an explanation of the rules. Right there, we'll say, oh, that was a great double play. That was not a double play. That is an out, a line out to the center fielder, and an out. I know we call it a double play, but it's not. And then they caught the guy out on an appeal for leaving the base too early. They are two separate plays. If you have a runner at third base and he tags and can score before they would throw him out at first base, that run would score.
We talked about that not too long ago. That I even reached out to you because I saw it on TikTok again, of course. Helps me understand. And I actually had a long conversation with one of my coaches, my youth coaches, trying to explain that rule to him.
It's not a double play in that respect. And I know a lot of people think it is. And so it's understanding the rules. And this is where it's tough for umpires. They're making this, and everybody's screaming and hollering, no, you can't do it. Yeah, that's the rule. So that's an appeal play. So the out's made, and he's out on the appeal. And a ground slow roller. Sinclair making the play, out number one.
You typically see that in a like a situation on a diving play.
Yes.
You know, like a kid makes a diving play and stuff like that, and that's where you'll see that. And I tried to correct a coach, and he like felt like trolling. And I explained to him the same things, and he's like, no way. So he looked it up, and he called me back up, and he's like, that's just an odd rule. And I'm like, no, it just makes sense, don't it?
Yes.
Because every time you think about an appeal play, you always think about someone standing back on the rubber, stepping off, throwing over. It's in the action or act of. I don't know what the actual correct term to use, but
and you don't have to do that.
You don't have to, but you can't throw the ball back to the pitcher, right?
Well, you can, but you don't have to do that. You can just appeal it just from center field,
Right.
just like he did.
Right.
You don't have to do that. He did. He left early. That's what he did.
That's
We
what
knew
he
he
did.
left early there because he's standing at second base.
I'm glad that you brought that up, actually, because that's something that you, as a scorer, we don't talk about. But we do associate
That's a strike.
We do associate it as a double play.
Exactly. So here we go, Mitch. So far, I'm liking the two pitchers for our players of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Woo! Ball 4.
It's one way to get on, I guess. Just hit them.
So the base on balls for Volkel, and that brings up Nate Cease, who has singled and scored, lined out to the center fielder. I think Mitch asked a good question. I think that does count as an earned run because it only counts as an unearned run if he reached on an error and then he's driven in. If he reaches, he singled, however that run scores, it's an earned run at that point. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. If anybody out there wants to correct me, please do. The scoring part of it, not quite sure. But I believe that's correct.
So he's got one earned.
Mm-hmm.
Rosenberg's got given up one earned today.
I think both are runs.
Both earned.
Yeah, I believe both are earned because if a person earns his way on, if he scores, that's an earned run. That's how you have to think about it. Whether or not the error, if there was an error that came after it, and he scores, that's still an earned run. Now, if the guy that scores that reached on an error scored, that's an unearned run.
I couldn't remember if he got
just
on
fouled.
unearned. If he got on a mistake, I thought he reached first base on an
Cease? No, he singled.
Singled.
And then he was at second base on the stolen base, and then the throwing error scored. I'm pretty sure now that might be an unearned. I don't know. I'd have to look at that, but that'd be curious. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Does it matter what the next batter did? You know how sometimes they give errors.
And that ball is rocketed back up the middle. Cease has 2 hits on the day. So West trying to, sorry, Mitch, didn't mean to catch you there, but West trying to get another run here, pad this lead.
Yeah, this young man has pitched very well for Orchard Farms. This might be the first time he's treaded water this late in the game. You know, because coming into this game,
Rosenberg.
There's 2 Rosenbergs. I had to make sure I had the right one. Brady had a 7 ERA, and he had only 11 innings pitched. And coming in today, he's into the 7th. And so this may be the first time that he's gone this deep in a game, and this is a big game.
Absolutely. So are we going to get the change? Looks like we're getting a change here, Mitch. Maybe not.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody warming up, so I don't know if somewhere.
No, just talking to him, making sure everything's good. So first and second, 1 out. St. Charles West trying to get that extra run right there. That'd be huge. Get that 3-run lead.
I don't know that Gearing needs it, but
right,
it doesn't hurt to add them on. Never stop scoring.
So here we go, and we have Brody Anderson at the plate, the DH for today's ball game. He's 0 for 2. And grounded it to the shortstop. Opportunity for a double play, and he's going to beat that. And the runner keeps coming, and that is safe. Volkel's safe, adds the run. They didn't get the out at first base. So Cease is out at second. I like that. Mitch Vogel just keeps running. And Brody's on the fielder's choice, so it's a run scored. Takes ball one.
You're looking back at that play. He kind of slid into the catcher, and I wonder if he would try to attempt to tag him there. You know, if he would have got that call, his favor.
Now, I saw this earlier, and that ball is popped into foul territory. Oh, nice effort by the first baseman, Matt Lambeck, but just couldn't quite come up with it. I saw when Quinn slid in where the foot of the catcher, he's in front of the plate there. And he was in front of the plate on that one. And the Blues got to make sure he's watching that. He's got to be up the line a bit. He's been blocking that plate on both times. Now, I like it as far as a catcher. You know, if I'm going, I don't want you touching the plate. But as far as the rule and the throw down.
Good throw. Not
in time. He stole that on Rosenberg because that was a good, heck of a throw.
Walking lead. You're seeing this a lot. And in getting these walking leads, timing plays, timing pitchers, 1, 2, 3, go, or somebody do the UCLA thing.
Pitches outside, so Anderson with the stolen base. So that's the second stolen base in this game. Oh, did Quinn have one? No, he did not. No, I was. So Bueller. 2 balls, 1 strike, and a line drive that's going to get down, fumbled by the center fielder. Anderson scores on the 2-out RBI single from Nick Bueller.
You could see all of that happening right now. Coach Allen taking the risk of sending his guy there, maybe catching that first baseman fall asleep, and it worked. It worked out for West, and now you're starting to see the wheels kind of almost fall off for Orchard Farm right here.
These 2 runs in this 7th inning that's big for West, and especially Gehring the way he's throwing. That's tough.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but
we saw some strange things happen at Timberland last week.
Did you see what happened the next day?
Yeah.
How Central walked him off. And I thought about trying to text Coach from Coach Beckman.
Yeah.
And I wanted to send him a message and be like, hey, man, I know you didn't want to talk about it. But they just returned a favor. So next year I'm going – there's 2 walk-off wins next year, one for each
Timberland?
team.
Oh, one for each team? Okay, I can do that.
It's like a trilogy thing.
We'll definitely have to go back next year, man. It's getting good.
Yeah, I think both years was – it's been 4-3 or something like that was both of them.
That's a ball inside. 2-0 here to the leadoff hitter, Noah Gramling, who is 0 for 3 today. Ball 3.
He's starting to fall behind. You're seeing that, St. Charles West made that adjustment right away.
That's up in the zone, and Gehring is coming to the plate. Base on balls for Gramling. Curveball hits Gehring, and it looks like Coach Arnett's going to come in and make the change with Quinn coming up.
Attaboy, Titus. Just jumped the fence. Welcome to the ball game, sir. Bases loaded.
That's your boy, Titus Fisher, coming in. We'll be right back after the pitching change.
Titus Fisher, sophomore. No, I know that because he plays for my 16U team. He's actually only 15 years old, so he's a youngster still, young sophomore, if you will. Has been banged up recently. Last winter, he didn't make it through winter without an injury. The basketball, he had a little nagging injury this year, so this year has been his first time he's been able to go through a full winter workout. So I'm excited about seeing him play. Obviously, he plays for me, so there's some of that. And that's what I like about doing these games in this conference. I see a lot of these athletes. I know a lot of these coaches. And so it's really exciting for me to see all the hard work these kids put in through the winter now to be out on the field. And it's, hey, welcome to the ball game, man.
Absolutely.
Bases loaded, 2 down, lefty-lefty matchup.
The one thing I remember the first time I saw Titus was you guys were playing in the World Series out of Game 7 for your 14U squad. He pitched that ball game there against that Indiana squad, I think it was. He was lights out.
That Indiana clutch had like 4 losses on the year. That year we were their first one. It was a 1-0 ball game, and I swear he walked the bases loaded every inning somehow. Felt that way.
It was, but he battled out of it. Called strike. Quinn, bases loaded. It's where you make your money right here, Mitch.
That's where you make your money.
Slipped a little. Ball one.
Whether you're Titus or whether you're Quinn, this is where you make your money. If you're a relief guy, you gotta compete here.
Big moments. Bases full of Warriors. Nice job by the young catcher, not letting that ball get by him. 2-1. He's pretty athletic back there, Mitch.
Yeah, for a big kid, freshman. I was looking for his family, but I don't see him over there. I know Blake long time, see him around the gym. So, like I said, it's just experiences with a lot of these players. It's fun.
Swing and a miss. I think Carson chased that a little bit. He's anxious. He wants to do some damage.
Yep, been in these moments. I could
2-2.
I can't tell you how many sliders I swung at that were 1.5 feet off the plate.
I'm going to crush it.
Yeah, not even close.
3-2. That was a little more discipline there. Spit on that pitch outside there.
That's a good spit, too, because, it's borderline on some of the pitches that we've seen him call so far.
Absolutely. Hit in the air, shallow center field. Muller's under it, makes the catch, ends the threat. So St. Charles West scores 2, leaves 3. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning, 4-0 Warriors.
Who has time to create a video or digital marketing plan when you are busy running your micro or small business? Time is precious, and what we offer as a video production and digital marketing company is our service, studio, and creative skill. Identify your brand on any platform with video. Contact Red Earth Productions at 636-400-3199, located out of O'Fallon, Missouri.
That was a big pitch there. 3-2, bases juiced, everybody moving. Still a score within reach. They have to do some work against this young man that's dealing on the bump today for St. Charles West. But that was a big pitch, big out. He had a lot of confidence in his outfielder because he threw that pitch, walked off the field like,
I've been here before.
That's routine, baby. You ain't going to drop it. I like that. Got to have confidence in your guy, right?
Yeah, Muller's out there taking care of business. Well, this is it right here. And Gearing getting ready to face Max Kelch, Blake. Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Max,
yep. Matt Kelch, Blake Hallra.
Max
Kelch. Did I say Matt?
Yeah.
Sorry, my fault. Blake Hallra and Blake Dittmeyer. And if anybody gets on, Matt Lambeck. So Here we go. Ball one.
That was important to end for St. Charles West to get out of that, because this is the heart of their lineup that he's got to face.
Absolutely.
And they had runners' opportunity, scoring position.
Ground ball. Quinn, nice job there. A little high, but gets
Way to
him.
hang the bag.
It's good to have a tall first baseman.
Way to hang the bag, too, because that's typically you see a lot of kids jump,
Yes.
being inexperienced. Or they'll reach, like they'll go out to try to make it a banger instead of going up. And he used the bag. He gets an extra 2 inches, gave him.
Absolutely. Nice job. The defense has been really good here for St. Charles West today.
Really feel like they've played, other than the one base running mistake, they've played mistake-free for in today's game, just all around.
Strike two. 0-2 now to Halra. He's wanting to know where that was. Fastball
That
grounded
felt good.
to Quinn. He's coming to get it. Comes up. Makes the nice play. By the shortstop again. Quinn has been really good defensively today. This is how I'm impressed. I think these two teams, these are good. This is good baseball we've seen here this afternoon, Mitch.
100%, and I know that that kind of that inning there for Orchard Farms pitcher there. He maybe likes some few things
Right.
back, but he competed very well, and
Yeah.
you got to be proud of yourself as a program in this game for Orchard Farms. It should give them confidence.
Absolutely.
At least I'd hope so.
1-1 here to Dittmeyer. The DH, he's 0 for 2 today. But Gehring has been pretty lights out.
It's
6 Ks on the day. Looking to go complete game shutout. Swing and a miss. I'm not quite sure what that was about.
probably because he threw it right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. And a curveball finishes the game as Dittmer looks at that. And the West Warriors get the win 4-0 as, oh my goodness, Mitch, I didn't say it, a 1-2 hit shutout from Mr. Gehring. I'm going to go grab our players of the game. We're going to get some interviews. Folks, this was a dandy right here, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. The winner today, make sure you come back. 7 o'clock here. We got a dandy, North Point and Warrenton. It's going to be another good one from the ballpark here. We'll be back at, I believe, probably close to 7 o'clock. Yeah, probably. We're probably going to get a 7:30 start, maybe.
We were an hour
7:20.
behind.
Yeah.
Hour 30 so minutes behind.
So thank you for tuning in. Be back. We got one more for you. St. Charles West, the winners here today, 4-0.